We're recording this episode in the somber aftermath of a terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir. 26 people were massacred by terrorists in Pahalgam, not in Pahalgam, near to Pahalgam, around 5 to 6 kilometers away, in a place known as the Baisaran Meadow, uh, where a group of terrorists basically rounded up a bunch of tourists and shot them at point blank range. In the aftermath of this attack, we have seen various strands of discussion happening in the country, from what would be India's response, whether it's diplomatic to military, to what went wrong in the first place that allowed such an attack to happen, and quite expectedly, and perhaps not, and perhaps rightfully so. One of the biggest questions that has been raised has been about intelligence failure. You see this term crop up very often whenever an attack of this magnitude happens. What I want to do on this episode, Major, is to, from you and from your experience, give not just our listeners and viewers, but also me, that insight into what this world of intelligence is all about. Because I've been told this by various people who cover the world of defense quite often. It is only the attacks that sort of fall through the cracks are the ones that we hear about, and not the ones that are successfully stopped.
Yeah.
In a year, you'll probably have hundreds of such threats being neutralized. You won't hear about them because that's the world of intelligence. You'll only end up hearing about the ones that kind of succeed. Not that that is any defense for, or that is any excuse for what happened in Pahalgam, but like I said, this episode, we will try to understand what this world is about, so that my listeners and my viewers can get a better and a fuller picture of when something does go wrong, how and why probably it went wrong.
Would you mind if I give a little disclaimer
No,
that
sure,
whatever
please.
I'm speaking here is my personal opinions?
Yes.
Nobody should consider this as a official statement
Of
from
course.
either the Directorate of Military Intelligence or Indian Army or government. We are just sharing personal views. Right?
Yes.
And in no way, I would like to comment on what the operations are
Of
going, the
course.
quality. I would like to start on this thing, the intelligence failure thing, why it is so commonly used whenever something goes wrong. I think it's a perfect alibi for everyone. Uh, let's divide any action into three parts, right? One is the information gathering about it. Second is the guys who operate on it, and third is the government that makes the policy, right? So the operational guys, let's say army, police, CRPF, all that, people who are operationalizing, also have a front where they can defend themselves, kind of, right? Why did this happen? They have spokesperson, all this. Second part is the government, which always has a lot of spokesperson, actually, right? Why this thing went wrong or what. The intelligence community is the only one which never comes ahead to defend themselves. So it becomes a perfect alibi in that sense. And in another sense, the reason is that the intelligence community, and we say that it is MIIB, RAW, state police, CID, everybody who's working in Kashmir trying to generate intelligence on terrorist activities, they would send a lot of inputs every day. Nobody, there is a system in which information translates into intelligence. We'll get to that. But the point is, a lot of intelligence is shared on daily basis because there's so much going on.
Yes.
Right from what is, you get to know some Tanzim leader has moved from place A to B in Pakistan. That's a worthwhile input. You will share it. Two, I came to know that 2 terrorists have entered the nearby village or something. That's worthwhile information you would share. The onus is on the operational command or the operational leaders. What do they do with it? Our job is not execution. Our job is not going for operations. Our job is to turn all the information that we get and turn it into actionable intelligence as much as possible at whatever stage and share it with the decision makers. In that, what happened, the strength of intelligence community lies in the quality of its operators. I can give you 10 points, right? I can give 10 people 10 points. All 10 of them will come up with different analysis. So the quality of intelligence operators is what it matters. And in that, MI has done a fantastic job, right from the wars we fought and in Punjab and in Kashmir, consistently giving very solid, actionable intelligence all the time. But in the end, our job actually finishes there. After that, it is the corps or brigade or division, whichever wants to take act on it, or even the unit level. So That is why, in a way, it becomes easier to say it's an intelligence failure, because somewhere in the labyrinth of all this intelligence that would have been generated in the last 6 months, something would have come up on these
Yes.
lines. That the build-up. Also the thing is, it's very difficult to infer intelligence in a black and white scenario. You will never get an intelligence. It's one in a billion chance, not even a million, that so and so people, a group of so and so, are coming to attack here. This is what their plan.
Right.
Although if you catch somebody or khud hi bata de, that's a different thing. But otherwise, you say a build-up is happening. They are likely to come inside. The target could be a group of civilian people. Now, that group of civilian people could be a bus stand, that could be a household, that could be a village, that could be a tourist spot like this, that could be bus convoy, like earlier civilian attacks on civilians,
Yes.
that could be Amarnath Yat. So, the range in which information comes is always very vague. And again, I'll come back to so intelligence work is not very glamorous as it seems to be in movies and all. That's a pretty misrepresentation. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of reading, a lot of studying transcripts, a lot of paperwork, a lot of analysis, a lot of midnight oil, just going through whatever data you have again and again and again, connect it with how these people talk actually. When he spoke like this, that time, what did happen? Who's connected to whom? You have so much gaps in it. Tomorrow I come to know Dev has crossed LC, yeah? And he's planning something. It is a confirmed information. But I don't know anything ahead of that.
Right.
I don't know whether you're going to Sopore or you're going to Srinagar. I don't know who your friends are. I don't know what are you planning to do. So there is so much gap, and hence it is easy to label it as an intelligence failure. The community works in a very restrained mode as far as the input is coming. You have, yes, what this part they show right in movies or series and all that, or even books. You have sources, you have multiple channels of information coming in, but processing it is a challenge because of so much gaps and also the capabilities of the information gathering that we have. So like they say, they will send a small drone किसी के कमरे में in movies and all, सब सुन लिया. ऐसा नहीं होता. It's very complicated.